plaintiff, Shane Fonseca, says when he met the defendant in 6th grade, he suspected she had a crush on him, but she wasn't his type. Shane claims he didn't see the defendant for 10 years until she ran a stop sign and caused them to crash into each other. Shane's suing for the balance on a car loan and emotional distress. Defendant Aisha Watkins admits that she had a crush on Shane, and she wrote him a note expressing her feelings. However, Aisha says Shane claimed that he liked her too, but it was all a joke, and he ended up having 10 girls jump her. Aisha insists Shane caused the accident, and therefore she refuses to pay.
Start with you.
I know Aisha from middle school. We went to 6th grade together, I believe. I think she had a crush on me back then, but I know she did. Yeah, I know she did.
What did she do?
She just used to smile, wave. Didn't really pay her much attention.
Did?
But you could tell. You could always tell. She just wasn't my type, so I didn't pay her much attention. She was a nice girl, though. And we went to school, 6th grade, and then maybe for another year or so, and I believe it was like 9th grade, she might have went to another school or somewhere around that time.
Did she offer you any potato chips? Treats?
Nah, like
Pop?
I said,
Soda?
never gave her.
Whatever they had
wasn't
there.
real interested, so she was a nice girl, just wasn't interested.
Yeah, just a wave and a smile, that doesn't mean you're interested. Girls, when I was in middle and elementary, they'd buy me chips.
Yeah, I had my own chips.
They take their snack money. Peggy Mathis, you want some chips today? Think about it, I don't know. I'm on a diet. That's when you're getting hit on.
There you go.
They offer you them chips.
Got my
You get any chips? She wasn't hitting on. Am I right or wrong? All the guys you liked in middle school, you bought them chips.
Something like that.
Or whatever they offered during snack time.
No.
Go ahead. So you all lost contact?
No, let's see. After school, I haven't talked to her in about 10 years until the accident occurred.
Okay, you want to tell me anything about him before we get to the accident?
Yes, I sure do, Your Honor. It's funny, he remembers the story that way and I remember it totally different. I did have a crush on Shane. At the time, it was about 6th or 7th grade, like he said. I wasn't very popular, he was, so I decided to step out on faith and I wrote him a note. I said, I like you, and I asked him for his number. To my surprise, he wrote me back. As if he showed interest, he said, I like you too. He wrote his number down, and he even said, meet me at the bathroom after lunch. So I'm expecting a kiss at this point. So I meet him there, and that's when I find out that everything was a joke. 10 girls came out the bathroom, they jumped me. As they were jumping me, I was able to kind of see him on the side over there just smirking and laughing. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Did you get him kicked out?
No, I ended up leaving, and afterward
Left
I called.
the school?
Yes, I left the school that day, didn't come back, and I eventually star 67 that number, which was fake. So, yeah, that's how I remember.
Sir, did you get her jumped on? It's
That's not
funny.
true, sir. I didn't get a phone till I was a freshman in high school.
Did you get her jumped on
No,
by
sir.
10 girls?
No, sir.
Go ahead, tell me about this lawsuit. I'm gonna turn on you. Having a little fun with you.
No, so November 4th, I was traveling south down Indiana and Toledo, where I'm from, coming up to an intersection. Hogue, it's a two-way stop. And that's when she ran the stop sign. Caused me to hit the front of her vehicle.
I bet you won't send no more girls at her. She rammed that she saw you.
Right, 10 years later. And
There
I
wasn't no accident,
struck
Doc.
down, right? Hope it was, but yeah,
She
let's
ran
see.
a stop sign.
Yeah, she ran a stop sign.
Was your car?
Yep, I hit her vehicle. I hit the front of her vehicle, front driver's side of her vehicle. Both of our cars went up onto the sidewalk, I believe. And that's when we both kind of got out the car. I immediately yelled, do you have insurance? Said, no, I do not have insurance. I have full coverage on my car. So she said, wait a minute. I call and get insurance. So, okay, I sit there for a second, I'm waiting. And then she's like, don't worry, everything, you'll be taken care of pretty much. So I assumed, all right, she'll get insurance, my car will be taken care of. The police came shortly after that. They must have been in the area. Nobody called the police. They just pulled up, and that's when they cited her at the scene for running the stop sign, and they gave her the ticket. And
Okay, how much damage was done to you?
let's see, my car was totaled out actually. I do have the evidence here, police report as well.
No one was hurt?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I went to I do not have a picture. I was taken to the hospital by ambulance. Let's see, my car, I owed $9,064 on my car. Insurance paid $7,876. Remaining balance was $1,188. And I just now finished paying that off last year. So that's why I'm suing for the emotional distress as well, which brings the total to $3,000, because it's been a year today and I still don't have a vehicle. I've got 3 children. I just finished paying that car note off at the beginning of October.
Yeah, lack of financing though, sir.
Yeah.
Everybody has that emotional distress because people get in accidents, and it has to be directly related to get emotional distress from an accident. For example, if you were hospitalized or in pain, or you had nightmares about a car running a stop sign and hurting you, and you couldn't sleep at night, and therefore I can't go to work.
Yes, sir.
Because all I see when I go to sleep is this car coming at me, and you bring me something from a doctor where you've gone into the doctor's office and reported that you have nightmares about a woman running a stop sign, and as a result, doc, I'm up all night and I've gotten fired, or I can't go to work anymore, and then you come in here and you tell me that. That's directly related. But she caused an accident, cost you a loss. You're going to be compensated for your car.
Yes, sir.
If I determine that to be the case. But with regard to the emotional distress, because for the entire year you were short on money because you had gotten into an accident and you suffered a loss, you get compensated for the loss, not being short on money and unable to attend to other financial matters, buy your kids clothes, whatever, buy food for the house. That's not directly related. You want to give me a defense to this? Why shouldn't you pay for the balance of the loan? The insurance compensated him for what they thought it was worth, and he still owes the $1,188. And he wants compensation to pay that off so that he has no loss. What's your defense?
Well, I'm going to tell you the truth. I did stop at that stop sign. Part of what he said is correct. We were at a 4-way intersection. I did have a stop sign.
2-way. 2-way stop.
Let her finish.
Okay, it was a 4-way intersection, 2-way stop. Okay, so I stopped. I looked both ways, and I went out. That's when I got hit. Bam. Was already out, almost hit in the T-bone spot. Immediately after that, he got out of his car. He must have thought I was dead or something. He got out, "Are you okay?" Knocking on my window. Yes, I'm okay. And at the time, I couldn't think of nothing but, I don't have insurance. Don't call the police, hold off. So when I step out the car, I automatically get a whiff of what smells like marijuana. So I'm like, okay, well, this guy's got to be high. So we sit in the middle of the street, and as we're talking, his eyes are just bloodshot red. So we're talking about how we're going to figure this out. And since neither one of us, and I know he didn't call the police because I watched him, he watched me. Neither one of us called the police, and one of the onlookers did. So we ended up hearing the sirens. So I looked over for a second, then I looked back, and he's in his car stiff. Like, okay, so they come around, the ambulance come around and the police, they didn't get to see it because they were coming around, and they literally had to almost break his door off to get him out of the car. Someone who was just standing right in front of me, talking to me, got out to ask me if I was okay.
He was high off weed.
Absolutely.
He locked himself in the car so the police had to yank him out.
Yes, on the stretcher.
Yet you're the only one that got a ticket.
Yes.
How do you explain that? He didn't get a ticket for weed. They didn't take him in for weed. Explain that.
Well, I had the stop sign. It was simple as that. They fought
You
it.
what?
I had the stop sign.
You ran it.
No, I didn't. I stopped. I looked both ways. I got hit. I didn't hit him.
Did you fight it? What did the judge say when you fought it?
They found me guilty. My lawyer actually went there for me. So I
Judge
didn't have
didn't believe
insurance.
you?
So
Police didn't believe you?
yeah.
Judge didn't believe you?
Yeah.
You had a jury trial or a judge trial?
I had a judge trial.
Okay. How long did it last?
Months, but because the judge was sick multiple times.
Okay, but
So-
when you got you had a trial?
Right.
All right, and who testified?
I didn't testify. My lawyer
I know,
did.
who did?
My lawyer did. The police officer did as well. He also
Okay.
testified,
Yeah,
but he wasn't at the
The lawyer
scene.
can't testify because the lawyer wasn't there.
Right,
The witness was the police officer.
right. And he didn't even see the accident. He came afterward. We were standing there for 15 minutes.
Your lawyer argued that?
I'm not sure. I didn't
You
show
weren't
up to the
there?
last date. Nope. I don't feel like I owe him because I stopped.
You
at
weren't
that
there.
stop
Hold on. So how do you know what the police said?
sign. By my lawyer.
Your lawyer came back and told you?
Yeah.
The police said such and such. Why
Yeah.
didn't you go?
Because I had went multiple times that year and I had things to do. Just like he has 3 kids, I also have 3
So you
kids.
weren't able to testify. Did you do a deposition and give any type of a statement
No,
for trial? Why not? I know you had things to do, but you couldn't have time to write a statement?
no, I didn't. My lawyer didn't even recommend it, Your Honor.
Right, because your lawyer knew you were wrong.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
That's what I was getting to. Everybody was against you. Him, your own lawyer, the police, the judge. That's exactly what I was getting to.
Yes.
Judgment for the plaintiff, sir. I'm not going to grant your emotional distress. I'll grant you the balance of the compensation on the car that she caused the total loss on. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
I'm just glad this is over. I feel like he missed out on the 7th grade as well. So I'm glad this is over. No more mail, and this is done.
I'm glad it's over too. You know, it's better than anything. I didn't get the emotional distress, but hey, I got my car paid off, so I'm good.